My name is Lesley Gamby. I am a MBA student. I'm concentrating in entrepreneurship and management. I have traveled to 7 different countries and I went on 4 study abroads in the course of 2 years. So where I went for my study abroads were India, Ireland, Mexico City, and Seoul, South Korea. My study abroad to Ireland was probably the most fun experience. I went with Professor Flaherty and we toured all of Ireland. It seemed like one of my favorite just settings of it was the Cliffs of Moher. Ireland is extremely green, so it rained a lot, but it was a different experience. Like, I am not from the country, so this was an incredible experience that literally you just have to be there to experience it. And then going with Dr. Flaherty was good. Like, he just made sure everybody was having a good time. He was fun himself, and it didn't seem like a classroom. It didn't seem like a study abroad at all. I would say my favorite part of Ireland was definitely, of course, the Cliffs of Moher, but also just walking in Dublin, where it's just bars after bars after bars, because it's different scenery. Like, I'm sure a lot of you guys like drink, but that's just a different, like, you see all type, like all ages there. So usually here when you're going downtown and you're drinking with friends, you see kind of like a younger crowd, but in Ireland, Dublin, especially in Dublin, there's all ages. So you will see like young 20s, and you'll see like the 30s, the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, all just hanging out. And it's a different type of feel too. Like, there's bands going inside the bars and everybody's just having a great time. There's conversations taking place. So it's a total different vibe. I would say you have to experience that too. Plus there's shopping. Oh my gosh. One of the guys that went with us, he bought his wife, Louise. So he got her the red bottom shoes and spent like $900 on those shoes, but it was just a different experience. So yeah. I will say on my Ireland study abroad, and of course I did about a 3-week stay in Europe. And after I was done with my Ireland study abroad, I decided to extend it and I went to Italy. And that's where I personally did a lot of soul searching. I was conflicted what direction I wanted to go in, like what work, like job I wanted to do. And I, overlooking Florence, it was like this gorgeous sunset overlooking it. I sat down and I just began to write, just personally just write what was going through in my life. And I decided to commit to starting a business, and I started a business. I started a French fry company called Global Fruits, and I did some pretty cool things this academic year with it. And I think if it wasn't for just allowing myself to be in a different country, to think, just soul search a lot, I wouldn't have been able to start that company. And I look forward to, because getting an MBA degree isn't just about the degree. A lot of my classmates have went on, before me, and they're graduated and they got their degree and they're doing what they're doing. But I would say there's only a selected few people who truly take full advantage of all avenues, like doing study abroads, like getting involved on campus, starting businesses. Only a selected few have done that. And I think that's the most important thing, that being a graduate student, I have learned that the study abroads were huge. Like, they're the ones that transformed my experience at CSUSB, made me interested in going to class more. Yeah, if it wasn't for my study abroads, I literally would have just graduated with the degree, and that was it. And yet I'm going to graduate with so much more. I'm going to graduate experiences that no one could take from me.